All right, I'm the flat rate master, and flat rate's not dead, and you're probably the reason why it's not. I know it's for clicks, but let's get into the real topic of this video. Discussions about flat rate, technicians, how they get paid, yada, yada, yada. We all know there's a lot of people out there that hate flat rate, and they push things like hourly and salary, and then they talk about other pay systems that are basically flat rate with a guarantee. Let's talk about the real reason why hourly and salary isn't the norm in auto repair in the United States. It's because you don't do enough work. It's as simple as that. All right, first off, gotta say this, in most states, for technicians, salary is not a legal pay system. If you provide your own tools, you have to be paid either hourly or flat rate in some form or fashion. Salary is not allowed. During the whole COVID lockdown with work from home, the people that are getting paid hourly and salary were being monitored for the exact reason I'm talking about. Not doing their job when they should be. Now, I can name several people, I won't, that I can tell you right now, if you log into Facebook and you will see them repeatedly on Facebook during the workday. Just how much work are you actually getting done when you're sitting there on your phone or on the PC answering things on Facebook? Chances are your bosses aren't getting the full amount of work they pay you for. Hence, one of the reasons why flat rate still exists, because they don't get what they should out of you. I know there's a whole bunch of people that will be screaming in the comments, yada, 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 and I know there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot more that don't. The meme of,
boss makes $1, I make a dime, I poop on company time.
And that is extremely true. In every industry across the world, if they're paid hourly and salary, most businesses can expect about 60% productivity. And that's literally about the percentage of hourly salary technicians producing. That's what they produce. 60% of what they get paid to be there for. Think about that. So a former boss of mine came in and, we were sitting there talking, and when I worked there, I was flat rate. His current crew is salary. I didn't get into the whole pay thing, but his guys are happy. He was shocked on how much my guys average in billed hours versus his techs. His techs are there the same amount of time my techs are. And they're nowhere close to what we bill here in our techs. And we send him a lot of business on the stuff that we don't work on anymore. So he's talking about adding a third tech because his guys aren't working efficiently enough to produce the amount of work that they're there. Wow, imagine that concept. You wanting your employees to produce the amount of work they're there. Gee, I don't know why flat rate exists. 60% productivity versus 120. Now, of course, shops vary on how busy they are, their dynamics, part supply, stuff like that, which obviously will impact everybody's productivity. His shop isn't that far from me. He uses the same suppliers we do. Guess what? He has the same parts problems we do. So my point is that all these people raging in the comments on Facebook, on videos, I'm sure there'll be a bunch down below. You need to realize that the vast majority of the population, not just automotive technicians, don't produce the same amount of work as they're physically at work. Look at your spouse, look at your friends that do office jobs. How often are they on Facebook? How often are they watching TikTok? How long is their bathroom breaks? Think about it. You want this industry to change in general because you don't agree with flat rate. And I love the sentiment that, little side note, I love the no other industry pays like us. If you're at a dealership, walk up front. The salesmen are 100% commission. That would be flat rate. They're paid with a draw that they have to pay back. Now, CarMax and those kind of places don't pay, 100% commission, but vast majority of dealerships, their salesmen are 100% commission. Meaning if they don't sell a car, they don't make any money either. Most restaurant people are paid a very small hourly wage and rely on tips. Think about that when you're getting food from a restaurant. Now, trades-wise are a little differently, but there's a lot of people that are paid on commission. They may have a small hourly fee, and then they get most of their income from commission. Guess what? It's what, you might as well say they're flat rate. They're on commission. Let's talk about hourly with commission. You're basically flat rate with a guarantee. I've said over and over again, how you get paid doesn't matter. Get the money that you want and need, and however you can get paid, whether it be hourly with commission, flat rate, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is your paycheck at the end of the week. But so many people get upset about the concept of flat rate. And it bugs the crap out of me. I've seen hourly techs hack some crap up. I've seen flat rate techs hack some crap up. Just because we're flat rate doesn't mean we're hacks. Just because you're hourly really doesn't mean you're not hacks. Some of the worst hacks I've seen have been done by hourly employees. Some of the worst workers I have seen have been hourly employees. And I'm going to say this statement, and a whole lot of people are going to get really pissed off. Chances are, if you can't hack flat rate, you're not that good of a technician. Now, there's obviously caveats to that statement, and I know I'm going to get quoted on that over and over again, but there's caveats. You have to be in a shop that can actually sustain flat rate, which there's lots of shops that can't. You can't be limited by the, for instance, the dealership. If all you're doing is warranty work, yeah, it's hard to make hours when all you're doing is warranty. So just, those caveats. But chances are, if you can't make good time doing repairs, in most cases, either the shop's not billing right, or you suck. Now, I always get the thing about rust. Well, what about rust? I deal with rust every day. The torch sits in my bay. We just added a welder to our arsenal to deal with rust. Because unfortunately, you Yankees keep moving to Georgia. Heck, right here. I extracted a broken stud or broken bolt out of a transfer case today. Most people, when it breaks coming out, they bill for it. If your shop doesn't, you're stupid. It's not your fault a bolt broke. It's not your fault it's rusty. Bill for it. I've literally only had one time a customer in Georgia ever complain about us upcharging for rust. And that was a customer that wouldn't believe their car from Florida was rusty. Everybody from the north has had no problem paying extra for us having to extract bolts, etc. So if you work in a shop that doesn't bill for broken stuff, well, you're stupid because you work in a crappy shop. No, this was ranty. So thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.